GVTC, connecting you.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming. Brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique view of your community through the GVTC Local Lens.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jerseys!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Not the fun part of being a dad, but I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me.
Concerning you?
Yeah. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella, and
Arlo?
I wasn't eavesdropping. He's always watching you. His videos are secure. This guy sounds like a creep.
It's not.
Your privacy is very important to me, and I think you need to make better decisions when it comes to boys. And this Arlo is not a boy that I think you should be dating.
You're dating someone?
Yeah, Arlo. I heard you guys talking about him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. We were talking about how great they are and how safe they make me feel. Arlo's not a boy.
Well, that's a boy's name.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
We welcome you to Marion, east of San Antonio, for our third installment of the GVTC TV Thursday night kickoff. And what a way to kick off this third weekend of the high school football season. Gonzales and Marion in a battle that promises to be tons and tons of fun. Alongside my guy, Kerry Barbosa. You know him from the Bernie Star. The star, I always say, of the Bernie Star. Bernie Star Sports on Twitter. Kerry Barbosa alongside Hector Ledesma. And Kerry, as you look at this matchup between these two schools, it's a Gonzales Apaches squad that's looking for its first win. Rough go of it, not only because of the results, but also they're still looking to play a game at home. We'll get into that throughout the broadcast. And a Marion squad coming off its first victory after a tough loss in its first game of the season. And so 2-0 against one-on-one in a 4A, 3A matchup tonight.
Yeah, both teams trying to find their footing to the season so far. Like you said, Marion gets their win last week, first win against Long Creek, New Braunfels JV, and they win 42-6, lost to Stockdale in the opener. And Gonzales 0-2 and has lost their two and road games, like you said. This is their third road game. They had some issues at the field. They had to move it. Their game was Central Catholic, but they lost to the Buttons, and then they had a really close game against Hallisville, lost that one 14-7. So they were right in that one to the very end.
Kicking us off for the Apaches is Brandon Duenas. You see them in the road white jerseys. It's a short kick to start. Taken by the upbacker right around the 30. Stays on his feet, comes across, and right there is where he's going to go down. Nice little return, but not much more to it. Eli Parker doing the honors to start tonight's action. And it's a Marion offense that's led by a couple of guys who are coming back who are no stranger to success. Christian Sanchez, he's number 22. He's the running back. Keep an eye on him. They like to go to him a whole bunch. The quarterback is Cade Pape. He wears number 4. Receivers, Braden Fleming, Jaden Riley, and Caden Hernandez along with Jack Wells. So they go for a wide often. We'll get to the offensive lineman following this first snap. First and 10 from right around the 30-yard line. Hands, Sanchez, we said his name just moments ago, cross, couple of yards, good gain, pushing that pile, giving maybe 5 carry on the first play from scrimmage.
First carry right up the middle. Gonzales with a 3-man front, and Marion trying to just run right up the middle. They got the big lineman right over center, so they got some good size, the Bulldogs do on that front line.
Look at that carry, queuing me right up. Caden Schultz, the left tackle, Garrett Mann, the left guard, Mark Pardo, the center, Brock Birdwell, the right guard. Right tackle is Isaiah Carnahan. Again, coming right. This time not nearly the success, maybe 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Marion looking at an early 3rd, and let's call it 3, maybe 4, depending on the spot.
That was a good job by the Gonzales defense. They good containment on that outside, didn't let the running back turn it upfield, and kept it to a minimal gain of about maybe 1.
Sanchez, a young man, we said he's a returner who comes in with tons of experience, over 1,000 yards last year, 1,092 yards rushing, scored 10 times on the ground, 149 carries in 2023, and so no surprise they go to him on the first 2 plays of this ball game. 3rd and 4 at the 37. Pape, shotgun, looking to his left. Goes that way, incomplete. Little bit of miscommunication there, maybe, Kerry, because it looked like he was looking for Caden Hernandez, the senior receiver, over his head, or maybe Caden just kind of stopped a little bit short. Call it miscommunication, call it just not hooking up. Either way, make sure you call it 4th down as well.
Yeah, and he had Fleming was in the area as well, Brandon Fleming, and I don't know if he thought he was going to cut it upfield and kind of get behind the defender. Either way, like I said, he threw it, no one there, so brings up 4th down here. And
so the Gonzales Apaches doing just what they had to do, and back to receive their punt, their dynamic playmaker, David Clack III. He's just a junior, a young man who's coming off a fantastic season for Gonzales. They don't kick to him, smartly so. Takes a big Marion bounce, still rolling past the 20 before Aaron Salinas downs it. And so the Apaches going to take over 1st and 10 right around their own 16. Heck of a punt to start.
Yeah, it's about a 40-yarder is what I got on that punt. So, yeah, got a good roll, and, you know, the up back just kind of let it go, and they kicked away from him, like you said, and they got a good bounce and backed him up a little. There is a flag, though, so hold on here.
It's false start on Marion.
So, back at by the line of scrimmage. So, I would make them kick it again after they got that good roll.
Absolutely.
I would definitely try to get a return out of this.
And both special teams units coming back. Just doing just that. Looks like David Clack III is going to get another opportunity. Return a punt. Yep. And after the great boot carry, I don't mean to step over you, after the great boot, yeah, they're doing it again.
Yeah, and Clack was basically in the middle of the field. They kicked it to the left towards the sideline, the Marion sideline, and he just kind of stayed away from it, was just going to take his chances with that roll. And got a really good roll, like you said. We'll see what he does here. That penalty wipes out a 40-yard punt.
Standing at his own 20 now, booted away. Again, it's Weston Tebow, senior who ended his punting duties, also a lineman. This one down at the 39. Very smart play by the Apaches. I'm going to gain about 17 yards on that. No, make it 20 plus, because they're now starting 1st and 10 at their own 39. They were at their 16. So 23-yard difference on that penalty as Tyler Hoffman, a sophomore quarterback, comes out for the Apaches. Their regular quarterback, Travis Malveaux, the 3rd, injured early on this season. And so Tyler doing the heavy lifting here, just a sophomore, the quarterback, as Gonzales comes out with 3 receivers to Tyler's left, 1 receiver to his right. Snap, looks that way, screen, out to Clack, makes a move. You see why they go to him so often. Clack, first touch of the ball game. Again, he's just a junior. Picks up, if not near 1st down yardage, then the actual 1st down on the first play from scrimmage for the Apaches.
Yeah, that one goes 11. And Clack's your guy, like you said. You want to get him involved early. First play of the game, they go to him, get him out in space, let him make some moves.
They hurry to the line, get the snap off again. Clack, same play. Not nearly the same results, at least not initially, although Clack fights his way for some positive yardage. Most folks would have been down behind the line of scrimmage. Not Clack, though. David forcing his way to right around the 47-yard line. Well, they're bringing it back. I guess they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah.
Caden Hernandez was a defensive back. He was getting blocked, and he fought off the blocker, and he pushed Clack out. So great defensive play by Hernandez.
And now 2nd and 11 after they ruled that he did step out at their own 49-yard line. Again, Clack this time to the right, crosses midfield, cross the 40. Clack to the right, Clack to the right, Clack to the left, Clack to the right.
Yep, tried 2 on the left, and this time it comes right. And watch Clack, he delivers a really good stiff arm right here. That kind of right there, he just kind of buys himself some extra yardage, and he moves the change. So 4 plays, 3 first downs here.
At the 39 of Marion, good-looking drive so far. Again, Clack, 4 plays from scrimmage, 4 touches for Clack. This one, I think they're calling it maybe a yard of a gain of, I was going to say a yard. I think they're giving him more after the fact, though. 3 yards it looks like, 2nd and 7, we'll call it.
Well, he's definitely the workhorse for this offense.
This time, keeper, Tyler up the middle. Hoffman getting to near the 30. Near first down yardage, going to be a couple of yards short, though. That Marion defense converging in a hurry.
Yeah, that was a good call right there because Clack's been the focal point of the offense. Well, this time you just kind of let the quarterback keep it up the middle, and it was a nice hole there for him to run through. It makes it 3rd and 2, 3rd and short.
Brock Birdwell playing that rock position for that Marion D. Back to offense at hand. Across the screen, it's Davy and Pitts. Pitts not much there, stopped short of the first down. Underneath Gutierrez, a tackle. Weston Tebu, the nose. Ian Navaez, the end. The linebackers are Jaden Riley, Hadley Moat, and Garrett Martinez carry as you take a look at the replay.
Yeah, Pitts looked like he just lost his footing right there. He was trying to make a turn upfield and lost it, but I think they're so close to the first down marker. It looks like they're going to go for it here.
Caden Hernandez, one of the 2 cornerbacks, along with Braden Fleming, they're closest on the stop. 4th, and they're going. Let's call it 4th and 3. There's a snap. Fake to Clap. Keep. Good decision by Hoffman. Still on his feet with the spin past the 10. And Tyler Hoffman has the first touchdown of this week's Thursday night GVTC kickoff.
Great run by Hoffman. They tried that play earlier, and it worked pretty good. They went right back to it. And it just keeps it up the middle, and missed tackle there at the line of scrimmage. Once he broke out into that 2nd level, just wasn't anybody that could catch him.
Thanks to Cole Pavilio, an outstanding member of the WIG production staff. I know that that's the circle button in terms of him spinning. I was confused, Kerry. I didn't know if it was X or Y because you couldn't spin when I played video games. But nowadays it's the circle button. I'm going to hear from Cole if I got it wrong too. Watch, he's going to say, no, I told you it was square button last week, dummy. Either way, extra point coming for the Apaches. Heck of a start going right down the field. Started at their own 39 on this first drive. Extra point is good. 7:43 remaining in this opening quarter. The Apaches take a 7-0 lead. We're right back right here on the GVTC Thursday night kickoff.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Quarterback Tyler Hoffman for the Gonzales Apaches came in with 25 carries, 94 yards. You see why on that touchdown to score the first 6 of this ball game. 7-0 now after the PAT. And, Kerry, that is how you want to start if you're looking for your first win.
Yeah, they go 7 plays, 61 yards, and took 232 off of it. It was a Clack show to start. They hit first 4 carries, and then they mixed it up pretty well, and Hoffman caps it with a nice 32-yard run. And apparently there was a penalty because Gonzales is kicking off from Marion territory.
Brendan Duenas boots it through the back of the end zone. So Marion will start at its own 25. Second shot at the ball. It's a Bulldog squad that fell to Stockdale 34-28 a couple weeks ago in the season opener, then got the win, as you mentioned, Kerry, at the top of the broadcast against New Braunfels Long Creek, a program that is kind of fielding a JV squad, but it's competing at the same time. That score was 42-6. And so with those results, Marion comes in 1-1. Back in shotgun formation. Quarterback Cade Pape, hands off. Again, it's Christian Sanchez. Sanchez preferring to run on the inside. That's his style. Several Apache defenders there for the stop.
Yeah, just straight up the middle, right between the tackles there. Tough going so far, trying to run it right up the middle like that.
Sanchez, a senior, came in this season with 218 yards in 2 ball games. That's just 30 carries to get those 218. Scored a couple of times on the ground. Gets the ball again here. Not much. Team meeting at the ball carrier. That would be Christian Sanchez. The Apaches forcing a third and maybe not long, but third and not comfortable.
Yeah, and Gonzales showing good lateral speed, not giving a whole lot up to the middle or the outside, and you put him in third and long here, and Marion's still trying to get his first down of the game here.
Officially 3rd and 7. They're at the 29. Go under near 6.5 to go in this opening quarter. Pape rolling to his right. Lets it go that way. Little floater just over the outstretched hands of Jayden Riley. Riley coming in with 3 catches, 90 yards. But of those 3 receptions, 2 have gone for touchdowns. Unable to connect. And a 4th and 7 punting situation for Marion inside its own 30-yard line.
Yeah, and that time Pape just got too close to the sideline there. He tried to just kind of lob it over the defender and kind of drop it in the bucket, just not able to connect. So they were so far towards the sideline that just not a lot of room to operate there.
Weston Tebow back in. His second punt, actually his 3rd kick, had to re-kick after a penalty on his first attempt. So second official punt, but the 3rd time the ball is hit off his foot. This one, like his most recent one, going to leave Gonzales with decent field position. Started this last drive, as you mentioned, at their own 39, going 61 yards. To start this one at their own 44.
Right now, Gonzales taking the early momentum. 2 drives in both really good field position. Marion still struggling, trying to find its footing, and still trying to get a first down. And they've kind of got locked in, run plays, and then you have to throw on 3rd and long, and just haven't been able to get that first down and move those chains just yet.
That offensive lineman, you see, it's big for Gonzales. They're a 4A program. Handoff, no handoff, and read well by that Bulldog defense. The young man who just punted it away moments ago, Weston Tebow, making sure Tyler Hoffman went nowhere.
Tebow in the backfield just blowing up that play and knocks him back for about a 4-yard loss. So you see him just come right up the middle there and nowhere to go for the back.
So officially a loss of 5. They're at the 40, 2nd and 15. Keith White maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Following that big side there on, big left side I should say, of that offensive line. It's an offensive line for the Apaches that comes in looking to do a lot of damage here. You see Omar Borjan. He's big, not only a standout on the offensive line, but also a defensive standout as well. Offensive lineman, I should say, from a year ago. Pass complete. Guess who? David Clack. Nice out route.
I think he's going to be stopped short. His momentum was taking him out of bounds, was not able to turn it upfield, but it's 4th and 1, 4th or 2. So probably I would guess you'd go for it if you're the Apaches. Let's see what they do.
They're spotting it at the Bulldog 48. Gonzales needs to get to the 46.
It was a nice catch right there. Makes a nice throw. And just momentum. He gets pushed out. 4th and 2. I think this is definitely a play you go for it since you're on the other side of the midfield.
On the field is number 0 on offense, Jermaine Upshaw for Gonzales. Watch for him. Also a standout defensive line. Head coach Joey Rivera says he's one of the best he's coached. Timeout taken by Gonzales. They want to talk this over. Big down, 4th and 2 at the Marion 48.
Play clock got down pretty low, and don't want to back up here on 4th and 2 because if you take the 5-yard penalty, it's 4th and 7. It probably changes the play that you call. So worth burning the timeout here at 4th and 2 to keep it short yardage.
Dylan Hunt on that offensive line at right tackle for the Apaches. Number 64, Kevin Valise, the right guard. The center is number 74, Gustavo Rodriguez. Left guard is Mr. Lewis, young man who is looking for big things here in 2024. Gary the third. And we mentioned Omar Borjan, that left tackle, big old number 79, a senior, who was the co-offensive lineman of the year last year in the district. 4th and 2 they go. They get to Clack going around left, gets to the edge and gets the first down. That was David Clack saying this was mine and mine alone, and I'm going to make it happen. And then he did.
The ball came out, and then there was a flag. So let's sort through all this.
Oh, yeah, there's laundry.
Let's see what's going on. That was a good run by Clack. They ran kind of basically a power play towards that left side and got some good blocks. He just needed a couple. He got it, but let's see what they call here. Oh, it's going to be on Marion. Oh, that's tough.
And it's post penalty too, because they not only does the play stand, but they get added yardage. So they're now at the 26. Interesting with Clack, came into the ball game 10 carries, 51 yards through these first 2 games, nearing that total in this first quarter alone of 10 carries. 1st and 10 at the 26. Here he is again, coming right, has some room, cuts it up inside, brought down it right around the 15. Braden Fleming forcing him inside.
Yeah, that was a good job by Fleming. You see Clack running here. He has to cut it back in. That's where all the help is. But Fleming does a good job getting a hand on him, slowing him down, but not before a big gain of about 9.
Clack, a young man that Coach Joey Rivera said, we're going to move him around. We'll line him up in the backfield. We'll line him up at receiver, but we're going to use him in a number of different ways.
Actually, they did give him a first down. They hadn't moved the chains, but now they did. There's a red zone opportunity here for Apaches.
At the 16, as Curry mentioned, the new set of downs. Keith up the middle, fighting his way for yardage, down it right around the 5. Keith White, nice job of getting inside and taking advantage with a burst of that seam.
Yeah, right now, Gonzales just kind of doing whatever they want on that line of scrimmage. They're kind of pushing the Bulldogs back, and nice run by White there.
Another first down, 1st and goal at the 5. Hoffman, shotgun. Keith White to his right, keeps does Hoffman. Does not pitch, good decision at least on this play. Had David Clack to his right saying, I think I'm going to score my 2nd touchdown.
Like a zone read, looked like he had a couple different options on it. Looked like he could have handed off to the first guy, keeps it, cuts it up. He sees a defender there. Number 55 from Marion is there. Brock Birdwell. He sees it. He sees Birdwell there. He cuts it upfield. Sees the cutback lane and takes it in.
Brendan Dueñez on for his 2nd point after attempt. Snap, hold, kick, blocked.
Kick is up and no good. 4:07 left in the first quarter. Apaches 13, Bulldogs 0.
So Marion, who came in off their first win, taking a couple of punches from these Gonzales Apaches. Gonzales carry, who had that opening 48-19 loss to Central Catholic, in which some guys were injured. We mentioned a starting quarterback, Mr. Travis Malveaux, getting dinged up. And then last week, a tough 14-7 loss to Hallettsville. Coming out and putting one on the Marion Bulldogs early. We got 4:07 to go in the first quarter, and already a 2-touchdown lead, scoring on their first 2 possessions.
Yeah, early momentum definitely going to the Apaches. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Hoffman with both carries, that time a 5-yarder. The first possession was a 32-yarder. Marion's still trying to find its footing and trying to slow down Apaches a little bit, but they've had the ball twice and have not been able to even get a first down. Two 3-and-outs, though. Let's see if Marion can get something going here. Just kind of get a couple first downs just to kind of settle the guys down and then get your defense a rest a little bit because they've been out there for quite a while.
Dueñez, short kick. That ball's live. Now covered. Ian Navias able to fall on it. Even a junior tight ends. And so good field position for the Bulldogs here thanks to that short kick and the attempt at maybe catching Marion napping. But with the recovery, they're going to start at their own 40-yard line.
Good job by Navarez making that recovery there. That's twice Gonzales has done that little pooch kick, and it's been effective. They haven't come up with a ball yet, but it's caused a couple problems.
Cade Pape in shotgun. Twins to our side. Twins to the right side as well. Sanchez up the middle. Been the workhorse early on. Christian, give him a couple. Young man who can also catch it. Last year, 288 yards through the air, scored 4 times, 13 receptions. P.J. Shepard headed to the sideline. Sanchez, meanwhile, again. After a 5-yard gain on 1st and 10, got 4 here. 3rd and 1 coming for the Bulldogs.
And that was a good push on that Marion right side where Gonzales was running, and 3rd and 1. I think you got to go for it if you don't get it. I just think the game's starting to kind of slip away a little. Be a good momentum gainer for the Bulldogs.
At their own 49, Papes in the shotgun. Just a sophomore, hands to Sanchez. He's a junior. Excuse me, Cade's a junior, Sanchez a senior. And that combination getting the Bulldogs their first down of the night.
Yep, and they get into Gonzales territory, so let's see if they can string some things together here and keep moving the chains. So big thing, keep your defense off the field for now and just kind of let them get a little bit of a rest while you move the ball.
New set of downs for Cade Pape. Again, it's Sanchez coming around left. Sanchez again nearing that first down marker. The only thing that's missing is dust, right? From 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, everything's just kind of been between the tackles, maybe left side, maybe right side, maybe right over the center, but it's just kind of been right between the hash marks there. And this possession, at least, they've gotten some good push on that Gonzales defensive front and gotten 4 or 5 yards. This one is a gain of about 7.
2nd and 3. Now at the Gonzales 43. Fake. Pape keeps another first down inside the 35 of Gonzales, and easily now Marion enjoying its best drive of the night.
That was a good read by Pape because Sanchez has been getting the ball every carry. You fake to him, he draws all the attention, and then Pape, you just take it outside, get that first down, and again move the chains, and got a little bit of momentum going here for the home team Bulldogs.
If you're thinking, hey, maybe Marion, as much as they go to Sanchez anyway, maybe they're trying to look to open something up. Remember, Braden Fleming, the receiver, 11 catches, 206 yards coming in to tonight. Look for him to be a factor as they get and near toward the red zone here. For the time being, it's Sanchez getting toward the 30.
He got to the second level that time before like Landon Rhodes, a linebacker, is the one that hit him, dropped him back. They had him marked. One had him at the 30. One had him further back, but they ended up settling for the 31.
Officially 2nd and 7. And it's not Sanchez. This time a give to his backup, Tanner Otis. Otis, a junior, pushes forward for a couple yards.
Yep. Sanchez, he's on the sideline there, probably just getting a little bit of a break there.
Well earned.
Yeah.
Otis, 11 carries coming into this ball game, 73 yards on this young 2024 campaign. And for the first time on this drive, Marion facing a 3rd down that's not 1 or 2. 3rd and 6. Big down here as they near the end of the first quarter. They don't have to run a play, and I don't think they will. They won't. That's how quarter number 1 comes to an end. Marion on the move, but it's Gonzales who's made the noise early. 13-0 Apaches. We're back for the second quarter right here on the GVTC TV Thursday night kickoff.
Hey, buddy. Magic Love?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-what's.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jerseys!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
GVTC Thursday night kickoff. The Gonzales Apaches getting 2 touchdowns tonight, both of them coming off the legs, not the arms, of quarterback Tyler Hoffman, a sophomore, pressed into duty because of injury to starting quarterback Travis Malveaux. And Tyler playing well the last game and a half since being put in that situation, and playing very well tonight. Meanwhile, Marion on 3rd and 6. Sanchez, their workhorse. I don't think he got there, Kerry. He's going to be short.
Yeah.
And is this decision time?
I think they're going.
Or is it a no-brainer?
Yeah, and I think that's why they call that play. Because if you're going to go for it on 4th down, that kind of changes what play you call on 3rd down. I think they just wanted to run, let Sanchez go right up the middle, see what he could get, and then bring up, hopefully for them, a short 4th down.
That's why he's the analyst, and I just ask the questions. 4th and 2, they're going to spot it at the 25. Big opportunity for a Bulldog squad that's looking to get on the board after the Apaches scored the first 2 touchdowns, the only 2 of this ball game so far. Cade Papin shotgun. Christian Sanchez to his right. Gives it to Christian. That Gonzales defense there.
Didn't get it.
They hold. A turnover on downs. The Apaches offense getting the love early. The D saying, hey, don't forget about us. We got a couple of big plays in us as well.
And that was just good penetration by the defense. Just fill in the gaps and really nowhere for Sanchez to go. He gets the ball and he's trying to dance around a little bit, find a space, a gap to get into, just could not. That was a good looking drive by Marion. It comes up empty after 9 plays.
Taking some time off the clock as well. But no points, and so the Apaches at their own 26 take over with a 13-0 lead. Mentioned his name just moments ago. Tyler Hoffman at quarterback. David Clack saying his name plenty in the first quarter, still on his feet, breaking tackles every time he touches the ball. A threat to make something happen.
Yeah, and he's so dangerous because he just dances around so much. Watch him when he catches the ball. Look at all this movement. He goes left, goes right, he circles around, grabs his guy, says, hey, block for me. He's having his jersey pulled. He's still running around and all that. And he probably ran about 50 yards and he got about 3 total yards.
Constant moving target. And you can easily see why the Apaches go to him as often as they do. Keep for Hoffman. Not much there. That Marion defense. Ready and waiting. Garrett Martinez, senior linebacker, in for part of that stop.
That was just a zone read, simple zone read. He has the option to hand off. Aiden Ramirez was the back that time. He keeps it though. Hoffman does, and basically no gain.
So now 3rd and might not be long, but uncomfortable for the Apaches. Inside their own 30. Hoffman coming right. Nothing there. That Bulldog defense more than ready. Nice job of converging. Hadley Moat was there, as was Adonis Gutierrez.
He did a very good job. They sent Clack in motion, and he's kind of the eye candy, right? Like he's the guy, like he's been getting the ball. Let's run him in motion. Maybe they'll follow him, and then he runs the other way, the quarterback does. And just very disciplined play by the Marion defense, not letting him go back the other way and find some empty space out there.
First player there was Jaden Riley. He's a junior linebacker. A lot of youth on both these clubs. So good for each of them in that, looking for sustained success beyond this year. Timeout on the field.
Well, it's been a good sequence by Marion, and they didn't score, but they moved the ball finally. They finally got some things going there, got some couple first downs racked up, and then got deep into Gonzales territory. The drive stalled out, but you know, Gonzales takes over, and Marion defense comes up with a good stop right here. 4th and 11. So it looks like they're going to force a punt, have a chance at a return, and maybe try to get the momentum rolling again on this drive.
Well, right here on the GVTC Thursday night kickoff, we don't have to jog our memories far for a situation in which a team that was down early came back and made a game of it. Just last Thursday out in Bernie ISD Stadium, the Greyhounds got up to a nice lead on Laredo United, only to have the Longhorns come storming back. And by the time that one was over, it was a touchdown that came down to an onside kick in which the Longhorns kind of made it interesting there. So early deficits, we've seen them overcome already here in the short lifespan of the GVTC Thursday night kickoff. Clack, not much going, just goes down. Lives to see another play. And they'll start 1st and 10 at right around their own 46-yard line with the Apaches, with the Bulldogs, I should say.
That was a good play by one of the Gonzales players, Hoffman, who ran down there, just didn't give the return man any kind of room and just kind of kept them in the middle of the field.
Braden Fleming, the return there for the Bulldogs. Had David Clack on the brain. Been saying his name so often.
He was a punter, I think.
Yeah, but Braden Fleming there is
right.
As Cade Pape in shotgun. Twins to our side. Again, it's Sanchez coming right. Sanchez crosses midfield with a hurdle. Don't know if he'd cut that a hurdle. He just went up and over. Didn't land on his feet when he came down.
Don't mind going airborne. They kind of sell out. And I like that play because everything's been up the middle. This time, let's take him outside. Let's see him use that speed, and he gets about a 6 or 7 yard gain.
Their build is kind of generally similar as well. McCaffrey's a lot bigger, but just in terms of the body build, the broad shoulders, kind of that square torso. Sanchez picking up a first down. 2 carries, 11 yards on this possession, and they keep going to Christian. Why not? So much success. As mentioned, maybe hard to believe, but through his first 2 games, 30 carries, so averaging out to right around 15 per game. You watching this thing, you'd think that's it. He's just getting it 15 times per game in each of those first 2. He's closing in on 15 in this first half already.
That's what I think.
Over the middle, complete. First actual horizontal kind of going vertical, if you will, for the first time, and credit Jack Wells with the reception.
Yeah, and watch him. He gets crunched by 2 or 3 different guys. Just hold on to the ball, Jack. Just hold on. They're going to hit you and try to strip it. Just hold on. You got the first down. Just try to get to the ground.
That's Jack's second catch of the season, first tonight. Second and 1 as we go under 7.5 in the opening 24 minutes. Pape signaling. Twins to his left. They got to call a timeout. I think that play clock was winding down.
Yeah, they were still trying to. We have the coaches next to us. Some of the coaches, they were trying to call some things down. It wasn't working out. We weren't ready there. That was a good timeout.
That's Marion's first charge timeout of the night, right? I think it's Gonzales who's taking the 2 so far.
Right. I know.
The scoreboard's showing 2. I'm curious as to whether that they made the adjustment quickly as soon as Marion called that timeout, or if they already had the 2 and maybe this is the first one. I'm trying to jog my memory to see if they've already used a timeout to this point.
Yeah, and there's a debate. Do you call a timeout? Do you just take the 5-yard penalty, or do you burn the timeout? It just depends, I think, on the situation. I think when you're 2nd and 1 right here, and you've been struggling offensively, and you're just a yard away from a first down, I think it's worth burning the timeout and not taking the 5-yard penalty. Because basically you're gonna have 3 cracks at this first down. You have 2nd, 3rd, you'll probably go for it on 4th down. So you don't want to have to go 6 yards instead of just 1.
2nd and 1 for Cade Pape and company. He's in shotgun, trips to his left, lone receiver to his right. He's looking to his right, pumps, now has to keep, gets out of trouble momentarily, and then forced out of bounds. Giving chase, big Omar Borjan. We talked about him. Standout offensive and defensive lineman. Omar is senior, who earned all district honors on both sides of the ball last season. Not to be messed with. You see his size, you can easily tell why. Jaden Lampkin, another young man, also a senior, in the middle of that defensive line, also comes with good size.
So basically no gain after all that running by Pape. Just went out of bounds and right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 1. Sanchez. I think he got it. Did it depend on the spot?
Yeah, he got it. I think. I like that 2nd down call though, because you're going to have 3rd and 4th down to run it if you don't. So why not on 2nd down just try something different, see if you can catch the Gonzales.
Well, they didn't give it to him.
Wow, it's half a yard.
Down marker says 4. This might be 4th. You hear the term 4th and inches. This might be 4th and
literally.
Yeah, actually inches.
Well, I thought where the side judge marked it, I thought they had given it to him, but apparently not.
Twins to our side. Sanchez, of course.
Sanchez on the carry. Looks like he picked up enough for Bulldogs. First down.
First down. Well, I was waiting for a second thinking, well, it's going to depend on the spot. It looked good in real time, but you never know considering it wasn't a burst.
Well, and you saw Borjan come in from the side chasing him, and he just had a little bit too much speed. But, Borjan is a guy that the coach, when you talked to him this week, he talked a lot about Borjan and his leadership.
Under 6 minutes to go now in the first half. Little bit of a shovel to Sanchez off the left side. Off the pitch. Got 7, maybe 8 more. As this Marion offense has really settled in over these last 2 drives. Unlike their last time out, though. Hoping to get some points on this drive.
Yeah, I like the variety of the calls. They do a lot up the middle between the tackles, but that time they go outside, they pitch it left side, and it's good for 5.
With that 2nd and 5, ball is at the 27. Sanchez. Again, the only thing missing is a cloud of dust. I think he got 3 yards.
Well, I think we have shredded tire things now, but
the little pellets.
Yeah, the pellets, shredded tire pellets flying around, but that's their bread and butter. Right?
Those 30 carries to start the night, 218 yards on the ground. Here he is again. Getting the ball on seemingly every play for these Bulldogs and with great success.
It's close. I don't know if he got it, but it's close.
He needed 3. They're going to say he got 2. 4th and 1. This one not quite 4th and inches. I think you probably can call this one 4th and 1.
Well,
it'll depend though.
Look at the marker.
Well, they moved the marker closer.
They did move it, so it is 4th and inches.
Pape shotgun, second straight 4th and inches attempt for the Bulldogs, and for a second straight time they capitalize. Sanchez across, got to the 20. He needed to get to the 22. Did 2 yards better than that.
Now he's coming out. The young man deserves a break. He's been the workhorse so far.
Christian Sanchez already approaching the 15 carries he averages per night. Tanner Otis in relief once again. Otis to Pape's left. Pape looking to his right, following the snap. Goes that way, complete, right across the 10, near the 5. Nice pitch and catch. It's Caden Hernandez on Pape's second reception of the night, at least down in terms of downfield attempts.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty getting there, but it was effective. Caught it. Hard tackle, but he holds on and inside the 10, 1st and goal.
They're at the 8 officially. Tanner Otis still in there, seeing if Sanchez maybe came back in. Pape and shotgun, looking to snap in a hurry. They do, give to Otis, up the middle. Tanner Otis bullying his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Marion. Otis was hit at right around the 4, refused to go down, instead carried defenders with him, and then spun his way, if you will, back into the end zone, just keeping those legs moving. And the Marion Bulldogs, after taking a couple of punches in that first quarter, have hit back 13-6 with the extra point to come. 4 minutes even left in the first half. Hold for Braden Fleming down. Extra point is good. Getting good. We're going to commercial break. 13-7. Marion make actually no good on that, but we'll be right back. 13-6. Gonzales with the ball after Marion just got his first touchdown of the game.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
GVT Thursday night kickoff right here on Channel 16. Backup running back Tanner Otis putting Marion on the board. Ensuing kickoff as we join the action live. Gonzales going to start it right around its own 33, maybe its own 34. Some good special teams play by those Bulldogs. Make sure that went no further. And so with 3:55 to go, now it's Gonzales' turn to try to get back to what they did early on. A couple of touchdowns from their quarterback, Tyler Hoffman, to put them up by 2 scores before the Bulldogs answered here on this last possession.
Yeah, that was a good drive. 11 plays, 54 yards. It took 4:45 off the clock. Saw a lot of Sanchez on that play.
1st and 10, they're going to say that the ball's at right around their own. Let's go at the 34-yard line. Tough to tell from this angle, but either way, a give up the middle near the 40. Good game there on 1st down. That Bulldog defense converging, following a pickup of what appears to be right around 5 or 6. Going to spot it at the 39. as the Apaches get right back in formation. It's a snap. Hoffman in all kinds of trouble. Not much there.
Well, bad snap. Ball hits the ground, and you know, threw the timing on that playoff just by not having a clean snap. And Marion doing a good job getting back there.
Well, just like that, you get a bad snap, you don't get a big gain on first down, all of a sudden it's third and let's call it 8.
Well, and remember, Gonzales on their last drive, they went 3 and out, so they don't want 2 in a row here going into the half.
Hoffman looking toward that sideline. Gonzales has a timeout left in the first half. Ready to snap. Rolling to his right on 3rd and 7. Lets it go.
Pick.
I'm waiting to see if that's an official pick. Are they calling it in? They're still deciding.
Riley with the catch.
They haven't made the call yet.
Yeah. I don't know. He just got to.
I think neither one had a good, feels comfortable with the look they had.
He just has to get one foot in, but we couldn't tell from that replay, but they're
it is Jaden Riley who caught it. The question is, will it count?
Right.
Interception. Marion takes over. And just on the heels of just having scored a touchdown to get right back in this thing within a score, they get the right ball right back. Gonzales didn't even have a chance to go 3 and out. Turnover on 3rd down.
Well, definitely a momentum swing here in the second quarter. Gonzales had all the momentum in that first quarter, 13-0, and then Marion had a good drive in there, but not able to do much with it. Didn't finish it, but this last drive they go 11 plays. Took almost 5 minutes. Now they're going to have the ball.
Cade Pape bringing his team to the line. Shotgun, as is usually the case, trips to his right. Hands. Who else? Christian Sanchez back in there. 22 gets a couple.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to run this whole drive. I mean, you could if you break one, but time is an issue now.
2nd and 8 after he picked up 2 actual yards. Looking to his right, pass complete, cross the 40, now near the 30, and maybe right down to the actual 30. Completion to Caden Hernandez.
Couple big catches for Hernandez so far in this game. And yeah, I think you're going to have to see a little bit more passing from the Bulldogs just because of the time issue. The clock goes under 2 minutes.
Caden came in, 2 catches, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Sanchez coming right, waiting. Burrows his way forward, maybe to the 25. Depend on the spot.
And what I liked about Sanchez on that one, he had 2 hands wrapped around that ball. He wasn't going to let anybody strip it, punch it out in any kind of way.
Call it a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Trips now to Cade Pape's left. Sanchez goes left. Some room. 1st down for Christian Sanchez. Sanchez right, Sanchez left, Sanchez up the middle. Sanchez little breather, Sanchez left, Sanchez right.
Well, probably he wasn't in when they scored, but that's okay. But that was a very patient run right there. He was just kind of biding his time till the hole opened, and once it opened, he hit it and got a 1st down.
He's very patient runner. You can see him letting things develop. Pape looking left, over the middle.
Ooh.
Deflected. Nice job of getting that one out of harm's way. Because if Johnny Zagita doesn't bat that one down, that may be 6.
Yeah, I don't think Pape saw him, and Izagata just got a hand on. It was a little bit behind him, but like you said, if he had time to react, he would have picked that one.
Time not an issue in terms of what Marion's doing right now and where they are on the field, but there is 1:08 to go in the first half. Post corner, looking corner. Incomplete.
Was it picked?
Yeah, they're saying I was wondering to see if maybe they said that was an actual catch, but saying Davian Pitts was out of bounds.
Pitts is saying he intercepted, but
let's see where he is.
Great replay, guys. Oh, I don't know. The goalpost kind of got in our way, so we really couldn't see, but they called incomplete, no catch.
3rd and 10 at the 18. Pape. He's got a lane, he throws instead. Looking for Jack Wells. Falls incomplete, so 4th and 10 now at the 18. This would be a 35-yard field goal. But I think on 4th and 10 carry with 57 seconds, probably little doubt you go here.
Yeah, and Pape, like you said, had a little bit of daylight in front of him. He saw somebody downfield he wanted to try to hit, but I didn't know if he'd run it and try to make this a more manageable 4th down.
So on 4th and 10, Pape shotgun trips to our side. Sanchez right next to him to his left. Lets it go, out routes, incomplete. Looking that side for Jaden Riley. Young man who just got the interception to put Marion in this position. The Bulldogs unable to capitalize, and so with 52 seconds to go, the Apaches offense coming back on the field. Interestingly, Marion's got 2 timeouts. Just want to point that out, considering that Gonzales does not have the best of field position right now. Starting at the 13, call it the 18.
That last drive, or the last play, Gonzales knew it was going to be a passing situation, so they brought pressure, and they pressured Pape a little bit on that outside, made him throw it, and worked well, and they get the ball back. Like you said, how will they play this last 52 seconds here?
Shotgun formation. Complete, little flat. Good gain. Onto Aiden Ramirez. Aiden, just a freshman. Young man who's done some good things for this Gonzales offense. Already scored 4 touchdowns through their first 2 games.
Yeah, they're in a hurry up here.
Aiden picking up, let's call it 4. 2nd and 6. This time the other way. Again, Aiden. Gonzales fighting his way toward another first down. Ramirez, I should say.
Well, Marion's going to give them the underneath stuff. They got a safety way back. They're going to give them the 4 or 5 yard stuff all day. So,
Aiden Ramirez, a young man who's gotten 28 carries coming into this ball game. 64 carries, 28 of those, 64 yards, 28 of those. As a completion here comes to the near side, it's Braden Hoffman, twin brother of the quarterback Tyler Hoffman. So, twin connection.
Yep, doing a good job using that sideline. Hoffman catches it near the sideline, makes the smart move, gets out of bounds, but he only got 18 seconds.
18 seconds to go. They've stopped the clock momentarily. The chains didn't move, though.
Nope.
Interesting. Hoffman, Tyler, rolling to his right. Coming across. Met. Nothing doing. It's a vicious bit of football by Ian Nevares. Ian doing a nice job there of making sure that Tyler Hoffman went nowhere else.
3 seconds to go on ahead.
So they could have let the clock run out. Somebody called a timeout here.
I think Marion, with it being, it's going to be 4th and, or is it going to be?
I think it's 3rd down.
That's interesting because, yes, the down marker does reflect 3rd down. I thought they just hadn't changed it yet. I guess they're just going to make him snap it again.
Because that Hoffman play, I think it was a 9 yard, went for 9, made it 2nd and 1. And then that was 3rd down.
To finish your thought about Aiden Ramirez, a freshman who touched the ball a couple of times on this possession. Coming in, 18 carries, 64 yards, and of those 18 carries, 4 have gone for touchdowns. He's only a freshman. Young man who head coach Joey Garcia says only time he'll play on Thursdays is when the varsity plays on Thursdays, like tonight on the GVTC Thursday night kickoff. Up the middle, again it's Aiden Ramirez breaking some tackles, getting across. Picks up a first down on the last play. of the first half. Aiden Ramirez, Tyler Hoffman, and the Gonzales Apaches head to the locker room with a 13-6 lead, looking for their first win of 2024. Marion down on the mat to start, but bouncing back with a touchdown, the only 6 scored in the second 12 minutes of action. But in between, it is Mr. Clack David, a highlight reel for a big portion of this first half for the Apaches. And when he wasn't doing his thing, well then, Jaden Riley and that Marion defense was going to work. Anyway you slice it, Gonzales at the intermission up 13-6. This is Thursday Night Kickoff on GVTC TV.
Hey, buddy. Got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique view of your community through the GVTC Local Lens. From
Halftime between Gonzales and Marion. The Apaches from Gonzales, the visitors, up 13-6 here in East Texas, east of San Antonio, I should say. Halftime means halftime performances. Without further ado, let's look in and listen live on the Gonzales Spirit Groups and their marching band performance. Enjoy.
And the co-direction of Brandy Lowe. These talented dancers are known for their precision, energy, and passion. Tonight, they will be showcasing a dynamic high-kick routine to the hit song, Turn Up the Love. Prepare to be captivated by the powerful movements, synchronized steps, and the undeniable spirit of the Apache Flame. Your 2024-25 Apache Flame line officers. Senior Colonel Megan Tinberg, Senior Major Armani, Senior Captain Jaylee Garcia, Social Officers Senior Brooklyn Condell, Senior Michaela Jones, your Flame of the Summer Ubaldi Ontiveros, Flame of the Week, Brianna Canales.
The Gonzales Spirit Groups and Marching Band performing during halftime of our GVTC Thursday night kickoff. Their Apaches up on Marion 13-6. And with the Spirit Group dance team, cheer squad having performed, we now have you look in and listen in on the marching band's performance. Gonzales, the football team, on its way, if they can hold in good position to get its first win for the young 2024 season. But the football players, not the only ones who work very hard in terms of training and practicing and all the things that need to happen as they lead up to performances for the weekend. And so we have you look in and listen in to the Gonzales High School Marching Band set to perform here in Marion. You've been looking in and listening in live to the Gonzales Marching Band and the Spirit Groups perform. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, Marion's turn the hard work their spirit groups and marching band put in. That's on the way next right here on the GVTC Thursday night kickoff.
Hey, buddy. Magic Love?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jerseys!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique view of your community through the GVTC Local Lens.
Colonel Ray Ann Tucker. Lieutenant Colonel Leilani Doria.
Look in and listen live on the Marion Bulldogs spirit group set to perform at halftime in our GVTC Thursday night kickoff. Here we go.
And Social Officer Serenity Garcia. Emerald of the Week is Lila Gossett. The Emeralds will be performing a jazz routine to Still Into You, played by the Marion High School Band. And now, presenting your 2022-24-2025 Pride of Marion, it's the Marion Bulldog Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Stephen Reyes and Jennifer Villarreal. Drum majors for the band are Zaya Davis and Ariana Toda. Sections of the week are the trombones. New marchers of the week are Brina Kaler and Elliot Andrade. Veteran marcher of the week is Jonah Williams. Auxiliary member of the week is Braylee Hansen. Tonight, the band will be performing Movement 1 of their 2024 program entitled Dreams. Music written by Alan Thode.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jerseys!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique view of your community through the GVTC Local Lens.
Not the fun part of being a dad, but I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me.
Concerning you?
Yeah. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella, and
Arlo?
I wasn't eavesdropping. He's always watching you. His videos are secure. This guy sounds like a creep.
It's not.
Your privacy is very important to me, and I think you need to make better decisions when it comes to boys. And this Arlo is not a boy that I think you should be dating.
You're dating someone?
Yeah, Arlo. I heard you guys talking about him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. We were talking about how great they are and how safe they make me feel. Arlo's not a boy.
Well, that's a boy's name.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Ooh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
GVTC Thursday night kickoff, Channel 16. What a fantastic first half between the Gonzales Apaches and the Marion Bulldogs. Specifically, Tyler Hoffman having himself a night. Number 9, the quarterback for the Apaches, scoring the only 2 touchdowns for Gonzales thus far. On the other end, even though Christian Sanchez has carried the bulk of the load, Tanner Otis getting into the end zone for the Bulldogs' lone 6 of the night. You see Marion set to come out that a Bulldog inflatable to start the second 24 minutes of action. In case you're just joining us, the great Kerry Barbosa from the Bernie Star alongside. And Kerry, your thoughts here on a first half that a little bit of a seesaw, in terms of Gonzales and Marion. 13-6 Apaches, as mentioned, as we get at the start quarter number 3 and the Bulldogs come onto the field.
Well, I'm going to borrow a phrase from Charles Dickens, who wrote A Tale of Two Cities. That was a tale of 2 quarters. The first quarter belonged to Gonzales. They go 13-0, 2 Hoffman touchdowns. Marion really struggling to get anything going. They were 3-and-out in their first 2 drives. They kind of get something going towards the end of the quarter. It stalls, but then they put together a really nice drive, an 11-play, 54-yard drive. Otis scores, like you said. and they get on the board and make it 13-6. So both teams have missed an extra point, so it's still a 7-point game. So we'll see who makes the adjustments and what they do at halftime when they come out and how they attack the other on the field.
Leave it to the writer to reference Dickens.
Yes.
You're too smart to be covering sports, Kerry. Like, you should be writing about more meaningful stuff. Although I always like to say there's nothing more meaningful than high school football in a lot of ways and what it does for communities.
Yeah.
Tonight, a perfect example. Gonzales and Marion, I think two communities that most around the state would proudly say small-town Texas football. In a lot of ways, this is really what it's all about.
Yeah, and some of these guys, they want to play at the next level, and some will go, and then, they all want to try to play in the NFL. And you think someone like, Dak Prescott just signed that $240 million deal, so that's a big impact on the community there in the Dallas area.
Small town Texas, you never know what could come out of it. Marion set to kick off. They got the ball first, so Gonzales getting the honors here to start the third quarter. Kickoff goes out of bounds. Apaches will have the option. Do they take it at the 30? Do they make Marion re-kick? See if their offense makes its way onto the field. And it looks like they are. It looks like Gonzales is going. Nope. I see the special teams unit coming back onto the field. I think they're going to make him kick it again.
I think they want to try to get a return.
Yeah. Yep.
Because they've got speed.
I think this is the first time this season that I have witnessed the team making the kickoff team kick again. I think through the first several games that I've done, through these first 2 weeks of the season, because obviously this is the first game we're doing in week 3, I think every time I've seen the ball kicked out of bounds, the receiving team has said, we'll take it at the 30. We're fine. We're good. But in this case, Marion forced to kick off again, this time at their own 35. And this one is returnable. Loose and live. Had a fall on it at the 22. Boy, dangerous go of it. Lucky for Brody Ramos that ball didn't squirt some other kind of way.
Yeah, and watch Ramos. He kind of loses where it's at. He's looking for it. He can't find it. He finally sees it, and his only option at that point is just fall on it, save the possession. And so Gonzales made him kick it over, but the field position wasn't any better because of that.
That's the scariest place to be. You're on offense, you lose the ball, it's live.
You don't know where it is.
And you have no clue where it is. Man, that is the worst feeling.
But he did find it to his credit, and like I said, saves the possession here.
1st and 10 at the 24 is where they start the third quarter after a kickoff that took 4 seconds off the clock. Handoff went a lot to David Clack in the first couple of series, and they start that way here again in the third quarter. Clack, the first carry, a young man who gets the ball quite a bit for these Gonzales Apaches coming into this ball game. No stranger to carrying the ball, 10 carries, 51 yards. They also throw it to him. But either way, a multi-purpose threat. Player who had some big moments last year for these Apaches. On second down. 2nd and 3, that Marion defense waiting there. Not much for Clack on this one.
And Clack's a guy, like you said, we saw heavy usage in that first quarter. What was it, first 3 plays went to him, and then it kind of slowed down. You got to give the young man a rest. He's not a big kid, but definitely got some speed. It looks like there's a timeout here.
A year ago, carried it 52 times for 277 yards. Kerry mentions stoppage. Wondering what's going on here because it looks like they didn't quite get to the sideline.
Well, and the play. Okay, now they reset the play clock because it was running, but the game clock wasn't running, but the play clock was.
3rd and, let's say it's 5. 3rd and 4. Screen, Clack. Looking to make something happen as it goes inside. That's going to be close. I think they're going to say he's just short based on that initial spot. Marking at the 33, excuse me.
Yeah, As Yogi Berra said, this is deja vu all over again. Clack with the first 3 carries in the first 3 touches in that first quarter, and right now, first 3 touches in the third quarter.
A man of many talents and so cultured is Kerry Barbosa. In the same span of 10 minutes, he references Charles Dickens and Yogi Berra. He is versatile and he's very good. Fourth, they're going.
Look out.
And they got it and more across the 50. Inside the 30-yard line. What a run on the give to Aiden Ramirez, a young man we talked about late in the first half, just a freshman, but a huge part of this program already, and you saw why right there.
Well, Marion has everybody up, and then once he gets to that second level, there's nobody there, and it's just a foot race. They were very fortunate that they caught him. Fleming was the one that caught him and saved a touchdown.
First and 10 at the 25, flags. I'm going to throw one at you, Kerry. Okay?
Okay.
It's both teams in this game have been in catch-22 situations. Christian Sanchez, number 22 for Marion, been their workhorse. Gonzales having to deal with him. And then Aiden Ramirez, freshman you just saw carry the load and very busy in the first half, late in the first half of the Apaches. Now Marion having to contend with Aiden, both wearing number 22.
There you go.
How was that? Was that decent?
That was awesome.
Trying my best to keep up with you. Second down, 15 at the 30. Again, it's Ramirez. Aiden really making a difference as he's come in. Even on a play like that, looks like there wasn't much there, but by the time you know it, he's got 3 or 4. We'll mark this one at right around the 29. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 14. Apaches looking for their first W of the season. Again, it's Ramirez. Downhill every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, that was a quick burst, just a shot right through the middle there. Got tripped up. If they don't kind of ankle tackle him, he's going to get a big gainer, but good stop. So it looks like they're going to bring in the 2 and the 22 here, kind of dual threat running backs in at the same time.
Well, future bright for these Gonzales Apaches. Talked about how Aiden Ramirez is a freshman. Clack, who just came in, is still just a junior. Their freshman, Tyler Hoffman, is a sophomore. Speaking of, Hoffman takes a snap, looking to his right, lets it go that way. Jump ball, broken up. Brings up 4th and 11. Looking for Clack.
Caden Hernandez, he just good position, just stays in front of the throw is a little short, stays in front of the defender, just gets a hand on it, knocks it down.
Pardon me, looking for Damian Hunt, another sophomore. Youth all over the field for these Gonzales Apaches. Joey Rivera, their head coach, talking about that leading up to this ball game. 4th and 11, Apaches going. Over the middle, complete, no it's not. They had Clack for a second. At that point, Josh Aguilar saying, you don't have a completion.
I think Aguilar right there, you just see him come in and just get a hand in it, on it, and knocks it out, and just separates Clack from the ball. Just great. That's a great example of not giving up on the play. It looked like Clack had it, was going to score, but the defensive back, Aguilar, just stays with it. Completes a nice defensive play for them, and then get the ball now. Marion does.
Touchdown saving effort. With 8:18 remaining in the third quarter, Marion now gets the ball at its own 26, having avoided a 2-possession deficit. On the field is their offense for the first time. Sanchez going left. Said that so often in the first half.
Well, every time they've gone wide with Sanchez, he's finding about 4 or 5 yards every time, just about. And like I said, very patient runners, kind of letting the blockers work, opening up a hole, and when he sees the lane, he takes it. And that time he got 4.
2nd and 6 is at the 30. Sanchez this time right. Absorbing the contact. Nice hit for Braylon Jones.
Jones, good job there. Just meeting them. Sanchez does kind of fall forward.
He always does, right, Kerry? Yeah. Always going forward. Some way, shape, or form. Even if he's backing up into you, he's backing up forward. He's got his back and he's moving those legs. Pickup of 2 there. 3rd and 4 at their own 33. First time with the ball for the Bulldogs in the second half. Pape. Incomplete. Looking for Braden Fleming. A little too hot.
I don't know if Fleming had caught it, if how many yards he would have got, but incomplete. Looks like they're going to punt.
So punt returner for Gonzales, we saw him in the first half back there to receive. It's David Clack. Already mentioning his name several times here in the early going of the second half. Plenty of action in the first 24 minutes. There's the kick. Punter still Weston Tebow, young man who plays defensive lineman for the Bulldogs. Punt sails out of bounds, and Gonzales will start its second possession of the second half at its own 43.
The game's kind of settled down now, right? We saw a lot of momentum from Gonzales first quarter, saw a lot of momentum from Marion in that second. Teams that make adjustments, they do change things around, change up coverages, change up this, that, and now it's just kind of it's just a struggle right now for both sides.
Coach Ryan Miller doing a nice job of adjusting to those first 2 series that Gonzales threw. And not only Coach Miller, but his Marion Bulldog football squad.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a runaway, and Marion turned it around.
Another opportunity for Tyler Hoffman, sophomore quarterback. He puts Clack out wide left. Over the middle. Incomplete. Now, interesting, he had 2 receivers not far in the vicinity. It looked like he was going for Louis Zuniga, but Davian Pitts was just a couple of yards beyond. Neither one able to haul it in, although Zuniga able to get his hand on the ball.
Yeah, watch Pitts saying, that was mine. So I don't know what happened on the routes, but generally receivers aren't supposed to be that close to each other.
Right.
So I don't know who went off route there, but generally try to space them out a little bit more than that.
First thought is maybe that the inside route by Zuniga went a little long, or the route by Pitts maybe didn't go far enough. Clack, nice burst, near first down yardage, and then some. Still moving that pile, across the 40. Fantastic effort, and with that, Gonzales not only in Marion territory, but seemingly maybe inside the 40. They are at the 39 of Marion.
And it all starts with that jump cut that gets him going, and then he hits it with the burst of speed and just keeps going.
The freshman Aiden Ramirez to Hoffman's right. He gets it. Look at Aiden Ramirez go. Freshman through the 20. Defender on his back across the 10 and near the 5-yard line. Kane Hernandez made the stop, but not before Aiden Ramirez rips off another big run. First and goal for Gonzales.
Good touchdown saving tackle by the Marion safety that time.
At the 9. Handoff again Ramirez. This time they were waiting for him. Ian Nevaez saying, welcome to high school, buddy. Welcome to the high school varsity game.
That was an 18-yard run by Clack, and then Ramirez with a 30-yard run. So Marion doing a good job adjusting there and kind of actually losing a yard, dropping them back 1 yard.
2nd and goal at the 10. Hoffman snap, Aiden Ramirez to give again, and the same result, although this time he lost a couple more. And Marion says they have it. Well, coming up with the ball is number 55, Mr. Birdwell.
Birdwell, yeah. Let's see, we got the replay.
But they're
here.
saying that Brock.
Oh, he's down.
Yeah, he is down. We get the benefit of the replay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bang bang. I could see why they thought it was a fumble.
3rd and goal, outside the 10. Hoffman. Nothing there. He tried to cut it up, but that Marion D not only extending the play, but also they're waiting when he cut it back upfield. Looks like the Gonzales kicking unit's about to come on.
Yeah, fourth and 10 basically is what you're looking at, 4th and goal, but you have to get 10 yards. But good job by Marion defense there. They kind of got gashed, a couple big running plays, almost 40 yards on those 2 run plays, and then they kind of bowed up and haven't given up anything. And this is a little bit longer than an extra point, but definitely makeable.
Brandon Duenas on for what is a 26-yard field goal attempt. It's true. Gonzales takes a 10-point lead. Let's step aside. When we come back, Marion with a chance to enter a second-half score. You're watching the GVTC Thursday night kickoff right here on Channel 16.
Not the fun part of being a dad, but I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me.
Concerning you?
Yeah. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella, and
Arlo?
I wasn't eavesdropping. He's always watching you. His videos are secure. This guy sounds like a creep.
It's not.
Your privacy is very important to me, and I think you need to make better decisions when it comes to boys. And this Arlo is not a boy that I think you should be dating.
You're dating someone?
Yeah, Arlo. I heard you guys talking about him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. We were talking about how great they are and how safe they make me feel. Arlo's not a boy.
Well, that's a boy's name.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
GVTC Thursday night kickoff, and while we were away, a huge play for Gonzales. They just kicked a 26-yard field goal to take a 16-6 lead, and on the ensuing kickoff, a little bit of a pooch kick pays off. Turnover, and so the Apaches get it right back, and in business carry at the Marion 32-yard line, maybe the 33.
Well, we've seen that pooch kick a few times, and it's been effective. It's kind of caused a few problems that time. Marion not able to hold on to the kickoff, and Gonzales back-to-back possessions here.
So that's where Hoffman and company take over, trying to build on a now double-digit lead. Clack, right side, quick burst, good speed. Couple of moves before he lowers his shoulders and then gets written out of bounds, but not before. He picks up maybe 8 or 9 before it's all said and done.
Yeah, and he just kind of slashes his way to big gains, and he's not a very big kid like we said. I mean, he's probably, 160, 170, but he's been carrying the load tonight. And I like this. They got both backs in there. They got the 2 and the 22, so you got all kinds of weapons out there on the field if you're the Apaches.
22, Aiden Ramirez, freshman running back who's made a difference in the moment he's come into the second quarter. He gets it here, going around right. A little bit of a different style, still on his feet. Finally pushed out of bounds. He does not run like a freshman.
Well, and I like your Gonzales. I like having both those backs in there because the defense has to know where both are at all times. As you see the freshman right there finally gets pushed out, but not for a big gainer. But when you have both of them in there, the defense has no idea who's going to get it, and they have to know where both are on the field at all times.
He is impressive to watch. A lot of times when you see younger players getting early varsity reps, there's a timidness to them. Slow-footed a little bit. Caution. Here's Clack across the 10. They can get a first down. Started this latest set of downs at the 11, so second and let's call it 8 at the 9.
Job by Moat right there. You see a meet Clack, and this is where the last time down the field where the Marion defense stiffened up and didn't allow a touchdown, forcing them to kick a field goal.
Well, Gonzales threatened in that first half to blow it open. Threatening the same thing here. Ramirez again chased in the backfield, cuts it upfield, and taking down it right around the 3-yard line.
And they're just mixing it up. One gets it, Clack gets it, Ramirez gets it. They're just and they're using all parts of the field. That time, just a nice play to the right side, kind of a stretch play, and gets it 3rd and short here.
Outside of those first 2 series, every time Gonzales has threatened this ball game, and there's been several times that Marion D is stiffened up. Can they do it one more time? 3rd and 2 at the 3. Hoffman, shotgun, give, Clack, touchdown Gonzales. Going to the young man who touched the ball so often in the first half, had yet to get into the end zone. That ends with this carry here for a 3-yard score, and now a 22-6 Gonzales lead with the extra point to come.
Good job of just mixing up their plays and just using their 2 different backs, going outside, inside, all over the field.
Brendan Duenas just nailed a 26-yard field goal on for the extra point. That one true as well. Under 3 minutes to go, and Gonzales has taken control, Kerry.
Yep, got a good lead, and Marion's only found the end zone once. We're gonna have to do it a couple more times just to get back in this game.
Step aside. When we come back, Marion looks to answer. They responded in the first half. Can they again in the 3rd quarter? We're back after this. GVTC Thursday night kickoff.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels. From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming. Brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique view of your community through the GVTC Local Lens.
Under 3 minutes to go in our GVTC Thursday night kickoff, week 3 of this young 2024 season. The Gonzales Apaches taking a 23-6 lead on the Marion Bulldogs. Kickoff here for the Apaches. Fair catch taking it right around the 35. That's where the Bulldogs will start. And Kerry, they've been hit with a couple of haymakers here to start the 3rd quarter, just like they were hit with a couple of big shots to start the ball game. They eventually answered in the second half. The deficit now bigger than it was at any point in those first 24 minutes, down by 17. And, oh, by the way, there's that factor of the clock now. You've got under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
10 quick points by the Apaches here. They get that turnover, points off turnover. Those turnovers come back to haunt you every time.
Cade Pape, shotgun formation, the quarterback for these Bulldogs, that incomplete. Looking for Braden Fleming.
Pape threw it. He kind of led Fleming. Fleming was standing there expecting it to come to him and just not able to connect that time. And those are just plays you got to make, when you're down 23-6, and would have gotten, at least 5 maybe, but tough going right now.
The little things.
Yep.
Especially when you're down by double digits, you need everything to go right, especially late in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez doesn't quite get to the 40. at the 39. That'll mean 3rd and 7. First down markers at the 46.
No, it's Clack. He's in there as DB. He made the stop on the running back. He's running back on running back tackle there.
2-1-22 crime. Shotgun formation. Pape looking deep. Tucks it. Now lets it go. Complete. First down for Marion. Nice job of improvising. Braden Fleming able to help his quarterback out. Pape found him, and then Fleming doing the rest.
It looked like Pape was going to tuck and run, and you see he just sees a man open. Quarterback, you think pass first. You can run for yards. You can throw for miles, and that time he got the first down.
Into Gonzales territory at the 44. Pape with 2 receivers to each side. Christian Sanchez to his left. Sanchez to carry. Interesting. Every time Sanchez runs forward, and he's always going forward, as you mentioned in the first half, Kerry, like not only is he going forward, but defenders are going backward. Like it seems like people bounce off him.
Yeah, he's moving the pile. There's always a pile when he's running, and he's always moving it one direction.
Sanchez again, this time coming around left, again putting that shoulder down. Another first down for Sanchez, continuing to carry the load.
The clock is an issue for the Bulldogs, though. We're coming up near the end of the third quarter. You can run the ball in the third quarter, but if you're going to have these drives, long drives, you got to score on them. You have to score.
Under 1:20, Sanchez again. The video board in Marion's kind of interesting because it's really nice, and they do a nice job with graphics and things along those lines. But you'll look over, for down and distance or official score every once in a while, and it's just completely black because it's transitioning from, the scoreboard element to the video board as well, and all the different little neat graphics they do. There you go. Look at Bob and company getting a shot of it. Every once in a while that it's completely black, though, as they go from one feature to another, and you look back and you're like, wait, there's a board there, right? Like I know it's there somewhere, especially at night. It kind of blends in the darkness. But a fantastic stadium here in Marion. Very, very nice complex as the Bulldogs looking to go 2-1 on this young season, but a tough road ahead of them. As you see, now under 24 seconds to go and counting. Facing a 17-point deficit, though, on the march. They're inside the 30. 3rd and 3. Sanchez. Surprise, surprise. That Gonzales D certainly wasn't. All right. Any decision to be made here, or is this a no-doubter?
Yeah, I think you got it. They give them a gain of about 1, so yeah, you got to go for it. 4th down, you're down 17 going into the final quarter, yeah.
And they have that timeout before the 4th to think about it as well. When we come back, Marion, big 4th down as they're trying to get back into this thing at 23-6. You're watching the GVTC Thursday night kickoff.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, Jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future.
GVTC Thursday night kickoff, huge 4th and 1 to start our 4th quarter. Marion chose Gonzales. Pape rolling to his right, in trouble. Has to let it go. Incomplete. Gonzales, the defense with a huge play, and they're going to take over still with a 17-point lead after Marion was unable to grab that first down and make this a closer game.
Well, watch Clack. Clack's a DB on this. Watch him just get the hands on it, knocked it down. And, you're facing it. You were 4th and 1. We didn't know would Sanchez get it. I knew the play because I could hear the coaches in the box next to us, so I knew they were going to try to throw it. But the option was to either for the quarterback to keep it or to try to throw it, and it just good job by Clack is the one that made a nice play on that.
If you joined us not that long ago, David Clack, a standout offensive player for these Apaches. They've been playing him on defense here in the second half, and boy, is he paid dividends. Couple of big plays defensively as well. Aiden Ramirez, a freshman, penalty. They might get the face mask there.
Yeah, I think he got it and let go, but just the fact that he got it to begin with is they're gonna get him. That's gonna basically waste a nice tackle.
Yeah, Caden Schultz, the tackle, and there it is, face mask. They're gonna get him for it. And you're right, Carrie, that he didn't hold on to it. It wasn't vicious.
Right.
But he grabbed it just long enough, and that's a no-no. Another look.
Yeah, and they used to call it where one was intentional and one wasn't intentional. Either way, now it's just if you grab it,
it's just a penalty, period.
Yeah, just a penalty. And so I just think at this point of the game, with Gonzales nursing a 17-point lead, we're just going to see a lot of running plays here, try to burn the clock and get out of here.
They've gone plenty to Aiden Ramirez since about the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. He's number 22. He's just a freshman. Coach Joey Rivera telling us heading into this ball game that he is a young man who's got a lot of promise. Just a freshman on the varsity. That tells you all you need to know. But he is proven to be that and more in this ball game in terms of what he's been able to do carrying the workload.
Play clock was getting down on Gonzales. They didn't want to take that 5-yard penalty, so they burn it. We've seen that a few times tonight where instead of taking the 5-yarder, just burn a timeout. It hasn't come back to hurt either one so far.
Mentioning Joey Rivera, the head coach for Gonzales, this not exactly a homecoming for him, but it's not that far off either. He played his high school ball at Clemens.
Clemens, yes, he was a Buffalo.
Class of 2000. Went to A&M, decided after Clemens, decided, you know what, I'm not going to play college ball anywhere, so attending A&M, and then since then a couple of stops along the way before he's really, including Corsicana, where he's really settled in, some time with Clemens Buffaloes as well as an assistant before he's made his way back to Gonzales, a head coaching stint at Pearsall as well, and now in his 3rd season. Big tackle with the Apaches. Big tackle there on the other end. It's Aguilar. Josh able to bring Hoffman down.
Yeah, good job by Aguilar, just grabbing the jersey and not getting the shoulder pad, because when he reached up, he was near it, but he just held on to the jersey, and no horse collar there.
2nd and 14, the clock runs under 10:50. That's what Gonzales wants. In terms of the clock running, not the down and distance, it's Aiden Ramirez, the aforementioned freshman, up to right around the 35. To bring up 3rd and right around 11. They need to get to the 46. In no particular hurry. Play clock at 22 and counting, obviously.
And the goal is just to snap it, within 5 seconds. Just take your time. No hurry. The clock is your friend right now.
3 receivers to the left. Ball is on the turf, but able to recover is Tyler Hoffman. Nice job of the sophomore quarterback of falling on it. Obviously never a good thing to lose yardage, but given the circumstances and the fact that the ball was loose, and you're trying to protect a 17-point lead, the outcome could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, Navarez, he's the one that got in there, kind of busted up that play in forcing a punting situation.
They have Clack back there to punt. He didn't punt the first couple of times, did he?
I don't think so.
I don't remember David Clack punting. But there he is, back to receive the snap, unless they're going to try to, well, the play clock's at 0. Did somebody call a timeout?
I think they're going to just
take the penalty?
Yeah, I guess
at
this point.
I didn't see the flag either.
Yeah, at this point, this is when you don't need them. It's fourth and forever. Penalty. You just save your penalty. 5-yard penalty is not going to matter. Just save your timeout. I wouldn't think you'd try anything fancy here. I think you just let him punt. I mean, but who knows, right? He can do so much. I mean, he's probably going to sell. He probably sold popcorn at halftime and all that other stuff.
Well, especially considering your defense has held Marion to 6 points, right? If it was like a 42-35 shootout and neither team is stopping the other, then maybe you're more inclined to do the trick stuff, and why not take gambles because their offense is going to score anyway. Good return for the Bulldogs, still on his feet across the 40 of Gonzales, and this one's going to be spotted right around the 37. So Marion, still some time on the clock, 8:55 to go with some fantastic field position to start this next possession.
It's Fleming, I believe, on the return, and number 2, yeah. So he gets him a good return. They get to start inside Apache territory, but last drive kind of stalled out.
Oh, the penalty marker. Face mask on Gonzales.
Well, this is a golden opportunity if you're the Bulldogs, because that's going to add 15 yards.
Yep, they still have yet to walk it off, but by the time they do, that Bulldog offense is going to be just outside the 20. Make it inside the 20. They're putting it at the 18.
Well, this is a must opportunity if you're the Bulldogs.
No, I think you realized. 21.
Oh, okay.
My math was correct the first time. I was thinking to myself, oh boy, the bad math gene struck again. But following the 15-yard penalty, it does go for the 36 of the 21, and that's where these Bulldogs have it 1st and 10. Just under 9 to go. They're down 23-6. Over the middle. And it's up for grabs, and the interception there for Gonzales. Not David Clack, but Davian Pitts, number 3, back of the end zone, taking advantage of the Cade Pape bomb into the end zone.
I'm not sure what happened to the receiver. He falls down. I'm not sure exactly if he got tripped or he lost his footing. Ends up on the ground, and it's just basically like a center fielder. Pitts is just kind of waiting for the ball to come down. Just a bad break that time. The receiver fell down on the play.
And so with that interception, Gonzales now right back with the ball. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 20. Remember, in high school football, touchbacks on kickoffs are the 25. Touchbacks. Here's another look at the replay.
It's a receiver on the ground right there. I'm not sure how he ended up on the ground, but.
And then Braden Fleming, I think, was in the general vicinity. He's thinking, that's not for me, is it? By the time he realizes he tries to make a play, it's a little too late. The ball's already well past him. Handoff, another ball carrier. It's Keith White. Either David Clack or Aiden Ramirez have gotten so many of the carries, but Keith White now with a couple in this ball game.
Yeah, those guys deserve a few plays off, especially Clack, because he's playing defense too, and he's a punter. He's a good rugby style punter. So, and right now it's just about running the ball and just burning clock. That's all you're trying to do right now.
Pick up a 5 for White.
Uh-oh.
Bad snap, and again, just having to fall on it is Hoffman. Boy, the ball's been, in terms of the ball in the backfield, the ball's been on the turf quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, and that time Hoffman, he may have had time to pick it up, but you just don't know where the defender is because he has his back to him, so he doesn't know. So he's just got to fall on it and eat it and just waste it down that time. But Yeah, a couple of somebody greased the ball or something. And that time was really just a bad snap. It just kind of rolled back to Hoffman. He had really no chance at it.
Well, Gonzales taking a timeout, 3rd and 19. Certainly didn't want to stop the clock, but I think didn't quite like what they saw.
Yeah, you're a little bit out of sync, so just take a break, call a timeout, and just kind of regroup and say, hey, we're 3rd and 19. This is what we got. You're still in command of this game. Your defense has done a good job, only giving up 1 touchdown, only 1 score.
Well, speaking of taking a break, let's take a quick one. When we come back, big down for the Gonzales Apaches. We're back after this on GVTC.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming. Brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique
GVT's Thursday night kickoff, 3rd down for these Apaches. Hoffman running to get out of trouble, forced out of bounds, well short on 3rd and 19. I think given the moment we're in the game and the context, I think it would have been shocking had Gonzales been able to pick up that 1st down. I think they're content to just play it safe, take time off the clock, although out of bounds.
Yeah, I was going to say
that play.
The only thing in the film session, you just say, okay, just slide right before you head out, and just that keeps the clock running, and it burns another 30 seconds.
David Clack again back to punt.
But he did get 9 on it, so that was a good game. But, yeah, right now the clock is the biggest thing if you're the Apaches.
As Kerry mentioned moments ago, the only thing Kerry hasn't done tonight is sell concession stands and sell concessions at the concession stand, and who knows? He might have done that in between quarters.
He made direct traffic after the game, too.
We'll see him on our way out.
Yeah, go that way to Gonzales.
Scoring the 3rd of Gonzales' 3 touchdowns after his quarterback Tyler Hoffman scored the first 2. The pair of scores that the Apaches were able to put into the end zone in the first 24 minutes. Interesting thing for Marion here is not much time has gone off the clock since the last time they had the ball. 7:15 to go. The last time they had it, there was just under 9 to go. Problem is they're running out of time. Still 17 points down with that amount of time left on the clock, and this isn't going to help their cause. Big sack for Gonzales. Coming across, we said his name a couple of times, Jermaine Upshaw, young man who Joey DeVetta said he's as good a player as I've coached.
Well, he just comes from the outside, just shook off his man and got to the quarterback and dropped him for about 3-yard loss.
Good size on Upshaw. 2nd down. Pass out, complete. Again, it's Fleming. Brain doing a nice job of looking that one in, securing it before he stepped out of bounds.
So Sanchez is obviously their guy, right? So it makes you wonder, will they use him in the passing game at all? Is he a guy that you can line up as a receiver or maybe throw some short screens to or something like that?
3rd and 5 at the 42. Going to his right is Pape. Fighting his way toward that 1st down marker, and he might have gotten there.
Yeah, you stole my roster.
I did steal your roster. I'm sorry about that. I was like, wait a minute, I have your roster. You were asking about Sanchez, Kerry. He's coming in.
Flag. So
there's a penalty. I was going to say, coming into this ball game, not much through the year this season, but last year caught 13 passes. Averages out to about 1 per game, so not proficient in terms of the way they use him in the passing game, but has hauled in a decent amount of passes over his varsity career. Oh, that's on Marion.
Holding.
And that one hurts.
Yep, that sure does. Yeah, well, talking about Sanchez, just finishing a thought. You see right there. It would have made it a third and about 5-ish if that play stands on the keeper by Pate, but Sanchez is obviously their workhorse. He's their leading rusher, and the problem is when you fall behind, you can't use him the way you'd want to use him, and so I don't know if you maybe try to implement him more in the passing game a little bit.
He's off in the lone back in the backfield, 4 wide, 3 to our side for Pape. Rolling to his right, again lets it go as he's nearing that sideline, and Cade incomplete.
So they gave him a first down, though. So was the infraction after? Because
yes, it must have been.
Okay.
Notice that too. And with that incompletion, that means 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at the 31 following that penalty. 6:26 as you see on your screen. Marion looking to get back in this thing. Bomb looking deep, overthrown, and again his 2nd interception in as many possessions. Davian Pitts, a ball hawk back there in the secondary. I said overthrown because sure enough, Cade Pape did overthrow his own receiver, Jaden Riley. He didn't overthrow Davian Pitts, though.
Yeah, watch Pitts. He just doesn't give up on the ball. He just keeps running. Look at him. He's just, I'm going to catch this. And he does. Gets a good return on it, too. And right now, Gonzales, it's not so much about scoring. It's just about killing clock at this point. With 6:11 to go.
The interesting thing with Pitts is he's not on the depth chart. He's not listed as a starter offensively. Normally, guys who are in the secondary usually aren't that good with the ball. We've seen a couple of times here, Pitts is exceptional around the ball. Nice soft hands, able to look it in. Essentially running routes these last 2 times in terms of being able to haul the ball in. Not much there on the give. Ramirez, the touch.
Well, and in both cases, talking about Pitts, he kind of became the receiver, right? Like he kind of ran the route and just kind of got under the ball both times.
Looking like the true intended target in both those cases. Both come away with huge interceptions when Marion's trying to do everything they can to get back in this thing. 2nd and 8 at their own 47. Ramirez again, nice burst, finds a seam through the middle of that line, gets to the 45 and near first down yardage on the Marion side of the field.
Yeah, he got it. Just good footwork that time, going up the middle.
Clock will start momentarily, momentarily as they move the chains. Now it started again. As Gonzales now closing in on their first victory of 2024. Team that will go back home for the first time next week. Host Pleasanton on Friday. Keeper. Penalty marker on the play, though.
That was holding on the Gonzales line, so it's going to come back.
Seen Tyler Hoffman do that quite a bit of times tonight. Kind of surveying the action and then deciding to keep. I don't think he knows there's a marker on the play.
Yeah, he was kind of celebrating.
He was celebrating with the first down signal.
But he had a good first half. He had the 2 touchdowns for him early.
But yes, this Gonzales about to go home. A big tackle on the sideline. Emerson Blevins. A rough takedown. They were not meant to play every one of their first 3 games on the road. Their home opener, the opener was supposed to be at home. field wasn't ready, some issues, and so they played at Central Catholic instead. Game the Buttons won 48-19. Last weekend, scheduled to play in Hallettsville. Indy's got them 14-7. Here they are at Marion. This one also scheduled to be a road game. This one planned to be here in the very nice town of Marion, Texas, from the get-go, from the time the schedule came out. As the Apaches have run a couple of plays that have now backed them into a 3rd and long situation. Call it 3rd and maybe 13, Kerry.
I would say the good thing for Gonzales is that next year you're going to have 6 home games. So you only have 4 this year because of that situation, but it works out after it's a 2-year schedule. So next year will be nice for them to play 6 at home.
2nd and 3rd and 13, long over the middle, just missed. He was looking for Braden Hoffman, his twin brother. And Tyler and Braden Hoffman twins unable to connect. David Clack on the sideline for a good portion of that series, now on the field to put it away.
Yeah, he's done enough heavy lifting tonight. That time, good job by Schultze, the defender, just getting in there and kind of harassing the quarterback, making him throw it.
Nice crowd tonight. The Gonzales fans traveling well. Whistles as Clack was preparing to
play clock,
boot it away. Delay of game, they took it. Although the game clock wasn't moving. So that it's just
yeah, it was just a play clock.
That was just a violation, not meant. No strategery to it. Bulldogs getting yet another opportunity in a game that's been interesting. There are some times where overflow of a game as Clack gets this one away. Good kick, takes a Gonzales bounce inside the 10, and that's where the Apaches, that rolls right back out. Apaches will down it right around the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Been some games where the action is fast and furious. Other games where kind of slow, plodding, 3-3, 6-3 type games. Although maybe in today's heavy offensive era, maybe it's closer to, 13-7, those types of games. That's more realistic of a slow game these days. And then there's the games in the middle where you're kind of like, okay, some action here, action there. It hasn't been fast-paced the entire time. And then there's games like this where you get a very busy first quarter, very busy third quarter, but in between the second and fourth, both teams, as you mentioned earlier, kind of settling in, kind of trading punches and not haymakers at that, but just kind of, jabs here and there, deep shot. I was looking to see if maybe we'd see Damian Pitts in the vicinity again, just because it was a long bomb-type pass intended for Jack Wells. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Pitts definitely has a nose for the ball, doesn't he?
Sure does. He sure does. New quarterback in for, scratch that. It's still Cade Pape. I thought I saw a 9 instead of a 4 there for a second. Apologies. Pape. Corner route, out route, Brayden Fleming.
Run that one a few times, and Fleming, good job. Those 2 times where he's caught it on the sideline where he knows where he's at. And you just got to get a foot down. Just perfect route that time.
It's a gain of 7, so 3rd and 3, again stopping the clock as he went out of bounds. Pape looking complete.
There it is.
Sanchez down the sideline, and he goes out of bounds, but not until he picks up a first down. Marion keeping the drive alive.
Just a little wheel route out of the backfield for Sanchez. And like I said, he's a guy, he's obviously one of your better athletes. You want to get him involved. You see him just come out of the backfield, just circle out, and does a good job tiptoeing that sideline and gets the first down.
3:25, so the Bulldogs now in a situation where they've got to score in a hurry, down 17.
It's going to be a hold, I think, on that play.
So Wells will see if that completion stands. Make that Jaden Riley 10, not 15.
Yeah, there was a hold on the line of scrimmage, so that'll wipe out that gain.
In its early going, this game moving pretty briskly. We're about midway through the second quarter, maybe a little bit more than midway through the second quarter. I looked at my phone and I realized it's 7:40 and we're nearing the first half. We're nearing halftime, I should say, the end of the first half.
Yeah, definitely heavy running, doses of runs that time, and that keeps the clock moving.
Yeah, but since then, a lot of stoppages of time here in the fourth quarter. There's another one there, incomplete.
Yeah, in this fourth quarter, it's been Gonzales trying to burn clock and run the ball, and it's been Marion trying to save as much clock as possible and throw the ball just because they're behind. So, and at this point, I don't know, with 3 minutes and if you're going to score 17 points, but this is stuff you can work on to get you ready for district, because you may be in this situation in a big district game that's going to really matter in your standings, playoff standings. This is when you iron all that stuff out. Another penalty.
Second and 20 with him back in play. Pape complete. Sanchez near the sideline, hit out of bounds. Near first down yardage.
I like how they're getting Sanchez involved in the passing game. It's
Third and 4, the clock goes. I'm sorry, Kerry, go ahead.
No, there's something else the defense has to worry about is him catching the ball.
That pass complete. Nice timing route. By the time Caden Hernandez looked up, the ball was there. Complete. A third down conversion. Ball now at the Gonzales 44 carry.
That was third and long, and good job completing it.
Looking for Sanchez. This one incomplete. Little wheel route out of the backfield.
Yeah, that last completion to Hernandez, that one, he just threw it to a spot. And just trying to get the receiver, but
timeouts taken. According to the scoreboard here, Gonzales has none left. Marion has all 3, so the Apaches must have taken this stoppage of time. You mentioned once Marion gets into district play, Kerry, it's they play in District 13 3A, Division 1 of 3A. Other teams in our district include the Randolph Rohawks, who are not far away.
Tough district.
Yeah. The Luling Eagles. The Llano Yellow Jackets.
They're good. Llano's usually pretty good every year.
Ingram Moore, the Warriors. And the Florence Buffaloes. That is what awaits the Bulldogs once they get into league play.
Gonzales is in a very tough district as well.
Yeah, a look at Gonzales' district here after this snap on 2nd and 10 from the 44. Incomplete. Looking for the same target when we connected with moments ago, Keenan Hernandez. That one falls incomplete. Talking about Gonzales' district, they've got Navarro. The Panthers usually a proud program. Lago Vista, the Vikings. Salado Eagles. Smithville is in their district. And the always tough Wimberley Texans in there as well. Jarrell Cougars rounding out District 13 4A, Division 2. Pape rolling over the middle, incomplete. He had Braden Fleming open, just unable to connect. Fleming saying to Mr. Pape, that's my bad. I could have gotten that one. It's my fault though.
Kind of looked like trying to one-hand it, just not able to haul it in.
4th and 10 with 2:13 remaining. If Marion has any shot of what would have to be considered near miracle at this point, they have to convert here. Pape, Cade rolling to his left, keeps it well short. Apaches will take over. 2:06 on the clock. Now, depending on what Marion chooses to do, Gonzales may not be able to just simply run out the clock because the Bulldogs do have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. One might say it's academic at this point, why take them, but you just never know.
Yeah, we'll see how they play it, but good win, or on their way to a good win for Gonzales. They're just 2 minutes away, 2:06 away from a good win for them.
As mentioned, they get Pleasanton next. Ball at their own 42. Handoff, Ain Ramirez coming right, tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And Caden Schultz credited with the stop. There we go. Marion takes the timeout.
Trying for one last possession. Playing to the end.
Now Coach Ryan Miller. A couple of seasons here with the Marion Bulldogs, looking to get them a good 2024.
And Marion picked to finish third in their district, behind Randolph and Lanham, but ahead of Ingram. So.
And our excellent producer, Bo Wick, letting me know that Coach Ryan Miller named for Ryan Sanders, former great Cubs second baseman. At least that's the inspiration for the name. On 2nd and 12, young man who's run with plenty of inspiration throughout this ball game. David Clack gets his first carry in a while. Marion taking another timeout.
Well, when you talk to Coach Miller this week, he talked about his first year here in 2018 that they went 10-2.
Yeah.
And they won 10 games, and he said that's the only time a Marion team is
won double-digit wins.
Yep, 10 wins. So historic first season.
Looking to achieve similar success.
And he played at Texas State.
Big offensive lineman.
Well, how about Texas State this year? They're doing some good things. Beat up on the Roadrunners last weekend.
Yeah, big win over the Roadrunners to get that program's first ever win against UTSA. 3rd and 5. Clack again to carry. Don't think he got there. Marion takes another timeout, so assuming that Gonzales punts on 4th and short, I think it's going to be 4th and 2. Marion will get another opportunity.
Wouldn't be surprised if Gonzales just runs for it here, just because if you get it, the game's basically over. You don't get it. There's not a whole lot of time anyway. It's a minute 45. So
true.
I mean, this would be the icer if you get it right here.
Again, that's why he's the analyst and I just talk. Just give it to Clack. Absolutely right. Because even if you don't get it, they take over at the 49. You're still up 17 with a minute 45 to go. It makes all the sense in the world. Just give it to Clack or give it to Ramirez.
Yep, and your defense is playing well. You know, you've only given up 6 points, so it's not like they come up with a couple picks here in this second half. And then if you do punt, you kind of risk a block or a bad snap and maybe a quick 6 for Marion.
4th and 5. They're at midfield. 4th and 2, I should say. Back to pass. Complete to Clack. They got it to him some way, somehow. David gets him the first down, and that's going to do it. I think the score would suggest this game's probably been over for a bit, but that's going to do it in terms of now there's nothing Marion can do to stop the clock. Once the clock starts again, and it's going now, I guess he did not go out of bounds.
Well,
another look there, Kerry.
Yeah, Clack. He's been the Clack of all trades tonight, and that time, just they use him out of the passing game. You haven't seen a whole lot. Mostly he's been running, but the passing game, just a nice little play that Marion hasn't seen a lot from him, and gets the first down. Now you go in victory formation. That's the best call you can make in the huddle.
Man, I got to come up with one to beat that before the broadcast is over. The Clack of all trades.
Yeah, but see, I had to think all game about it.
He's not Kerry Barbosa, the star of Bernie Sports, and on Twitter, or X, whatever we call it nowadays, Bernie Sports Star, for nothing. Penalty marker. The Apaches moving backward as the clock continues to run. Under 20 seconds to go. And no need to run another play. Gonzales Apaches come into Marion facing a 1-1 Bulldogs team that was looking for a second straight win. And off a tough loss to Hallettsville, Joey DeVetta and company come away with a 23-6 victory. On the road, looking for their first win, an impressive outing by the Gonzales Apaches. Kerry, your thoughts here on a ball game that started like it was going to go in Gonzales' favor from the get-go before Marion made it interesting before we got to where we are now.
Yeah, good start, like you said, by the Apaches. They scored those 2 touchdowns in that first quarter. And watching them play, I was surprised that they were 0-2 coming in because they just look so good. And you have weapons like Clack and other guys, Ramirez, you're just surprised that they're 0-2. That was a good win. Marion did a good job fighting back, though. They made a game of it. It was 13-6 at half, and just not able to get anything going. But they have a very good team as well. And, Christian Sanchez is their workhorse for them, and they got him involved in the passing game. So, all this is in their 1-2, so on their season. And, this is all about getting ready for district. So you take what you can out of this, you grow as a team, and you learn, and you get better, and try to get ready for district play because that's what's going to matter.
It's interesting that you say that you're surprised they were 0-2. They looked better than that because leading up to this game, Coach Joey DeVetta told us, I think we're better than our 0-2 record indicates. We're a better team.
I would agree.
And not only would you agree, but I would say so as well. As watching them tonight, you're thinking, they had to have faced some pretty good opponents to start the season 0-2. Victorious tonight, the Gonzales Apaches improved to 1-2. The Marion Bulldogs fall to 1-2. Of course, neither team has hit that precious district portion of the schedule.
Yeah, and they're both picked to finish in the playoffs. I believe Gonzales is picked to finish third and Marion fourth. So if they do finish out that way, they both get into the playoffs. And so, you always try to get to that second season in November, and then you always try to be playing Thanksgiving weekend. That's always a special treat for a high school team to be playing Thanksgiving, and a lot of football ahead, so it's going to be fun. Two good teams tonight going at it.
Two good teams going at it indeed for the great Kerry Barboza, for the fantastic folks at Wig Productions. Hector Ledesma saying good night. We thank you for watching another GVTC Thursday night kickoff. We're back with week 4 next Thursday. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Have a fantastic rest of your week, everybody. Good night.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming. Brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique view of your community through the GVTC Local Lens. From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming. Brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique view of your community through the GVTC Local Lens.